What's up, everybody? It's been a while since I made a public video, but the halving is nearing. So let's make an update on how price is looking and what we could potentially expect in the next coming weeks and months. First of all, the halving happens in, I think, 2 days. So what will happen? Historically seen, we have to look back at what other halvings showed us. So the last halving was in the second week of May in 2020. A little bit after COVID. And what happened is during the halving or prior to the halving, we had a small dump as well. So let me delete this quickly right here. We had a small dump of what? Like a good 13 to 15%, which is all by all nothing crazy. But a lot of people here started to panic and be like, what if we go down lower with COVID and blah, blah, blah. The same is happening here with this war that's now going on. A lot of people think the markets might actually crash, but looking back in the past, this could just be a reversal and price starts to go up. What more can we see is that after the halving, which happened again here on the 11th of May, that week, that price started to consolidate for a little while. Price didn't really move. It was just since the halving to like roughly till we started to break out a 70-day ranging zone. So as we are nearing the halving in 2 days, basically, in this week, we could expect the same to be incoming. If we look back in the past a little bit further, we can see the same. We had a halving here on the 11th of the week of the 11th of July. We made a good 29, let's say 30% dump. Then price remained within the same price since the halving for roughly a good 100 days. So here, 70-day range after halving, here 105 days range roughly after halving. An estimation could be that here, at the price that we are right now, could consolidate as well for a few months, a month or two, three. It's very possible before we see more upside momentum. Now, once Bitcoin starts to consolidate, this could be positive and bullish for altcoins. Altcoins could start to fly as Bitcoin dominance will start to head down as Bitcoin is ranging. So all by all, this would be a bullish thing, and after a while we will re-enter price discovery and we will see further upside momentum towards new all-time highs. Now here's the thing with Bitcoin. Every time we near price discovery, it lasts for a certain amount of period. So here in November, the week of the 30th of November, we basically broke all-time high and entered price discovery. And we could see that this roughly went on for a 300, well, let's actually say here, this is better. We could say that this roughly went on for a 336 days in price discovery. If we look back in the past here, and this is its current or its former all-time high, we broke above it here, we entered price discovery, had a slight dump, and then price started to go into upside momentum, which was roughly a 300 days. So basically, if we look at where we are right now, we did enter price discovery upon this moment. And if we look 300 days for now, let's just do 300 days. This would be before the end of the year. That could be a potential good exit. So end of the year, the end of 2024 will be most likely an important time frame because of what history is saying. We had 300 days in price discovery here. We had 300 days in price discovery here before hitting a new all-time high and starting to head down. Do I have a specific price target in point? Not really. My biggest guess to say so is between 100 and 125K. For Bitcoin, if we extend that and we go to 130, 40, 50, 60 or 180K, fair enough. But for now, reasonable targets for me seem 100, 110, 120K seem very reasonable to me. And that will make me be in a good profit as well. So it's very interesting for you to know that and be aware of what history is saying. Because a lot of people thought that this would be already it for the bull market because we didn't see any real pullbacks. And the pullbacks that we are having right now, prior to the halving, and the consolidation that will come during the halving or after the halving, to say better, will be an opportunity for you guys. It will be an opportunity to still buy in some Bitcoin and Ethereum. But also altcoins, again, will start to see upside momentum as Bitcoin dominance is heading down. The key for you is to pay attention to what history is saying. Cycles are very repetitive, but they do not always repeat in the same way. And that is what you have to be aware of. Not all the cycles will be exactly the same. Not every cycle will top out every 4 years. Things could change as the market is changing. That's why you have to be aware of. That's why history and having an understanding of history is so important. Anyway, let's get into Ethereum. Ethereum, all by all, just follow Bitcoin's price action. There's nothing very special going on. However, Hong Kong approved Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs, which is very, very bullish. Asians will pump our backs. The same is happening with Bitcoin, the same is happening with Ethereum like it happens with Bitcoin. ETF approval and downside momentum, short term, people thinking that it's bearish, and eventually price starts to head higher over time. The same will happen with Ethereum whatsoever. Because again, guys, ETFs are bullish no matter how you see it. Short term, it could cause bearish momentum. Yes, buy the rumor, sell the news, you could say it like that. But ETFs are bullish because a shit ton of money is flowing into these markets. These markets will be pumped by that money and then retailers getting in. The markets look good. And downside momentum is an opportunity for you to buy in more. Now, where are my targets for Ethereum as for now? It depends. If we do if we do reject this zone here and keep on rejecting, we'll likely fall lower towards this side, towards this zone and this zone, which again is ideal to buy in. However, if we do manage to break back above this zone here of $3,150, very likely chance we'll head back towards 3,550, which is our next key level before going to 4K and then back towards its all-time high. Overall, patience will be needed because we don't know what will happen during the halving. Most likely consolidation will be incoming. But again, that as well provides opportunities and bullish momentum for altcoins. In general, the market does look good. The halving is bullish. And a lot of people thought that, as I said before, that the cycle would end different because of the ETFs. We didn't really see any quote-unquote bearish momentum, but here we have the bearish momentum, and this bearish momentum gives longevity to the market. Longevity is very important because if we do not get those dips, if we not get those, like here for example on Bitcoin, if we don't see those 15 to 20% dips, that will make the market exhausted, and over time it will not end very well, and the bull market will be over a lot quicker. Right now, we gain some breath in the market, we shake some people out, and eventually, over time, price starts to go higher and higher again. Crucial for you will be to pay attention to what the past did, because the past is key, and also pay attention to social behavior, how people are in public and on social media acting to the markets. As you could see, when Bitcoin hit this new all-time high, social media, even news, everybody was talking about it. Again, now we have this small dump of 15%, and not a lot of people are talking about it anymore. Let's say in case we lose this level right here and we fall a little bit lower towards, let's say, between 55 and 48K, a lot of people will not talk about it anymore and will say, yeah, the bull run is done, blah, 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 blah. And that's exactly the point when a reversal will happen. Right, guys, the halving is near, the future looks bright. Just be patient and use the momentum, the bearish momentum to say better, in your advantage. Buy when red, sell when green. Don't be greedy because life-changing opportunities are on the way, and the people who do not take profits will never be able to change their lives. Do not forget, guys, as long as you do not take profits, you didn't make any money. Very important. See you all in the next video.